coming to the live, y'all. Sorry, y'all. YouTube was acting up and like not letting us go live. I don't know what was going on. In our other live that we had set up, we were trying to go live within that post that we made earlier today, but it wouldn't let us. So let's do introduction. So hello everyone. For those of you who are new to us, we are the Sammy, Nicole, and Fifi show. We are a dynamic mother-daughter duo here on YouTube, and we talk about all things love, life, and relationships from both the millennial perspective, myself, and the Generation X perspective. Fifi, can you go on our post and let them know that we're live? Just go on YouTube and just say, hey, we're live. But it's, hey, we're live. Yeah, and let them know. Sorry, y'all. YouTube is like acting finicky. Won't let us go live within the post that we said we was going live in. But yes, y'all. So we're the Sam, Nicole, and Fifi show. We talk about all things love, life, relationships from both a millennial perspective, myself, Sam and Nicole, and a Generation X perspective, Fifi. Did you put it in the chat to let them know? Yes. So yes, thank you guys for joining us. Hey y'all, come into the room. We were having technical difficulties, so you gotta X out of that. Hey Bridget, I gotta get my Generation X mama together. X out of it, baby. So the live ain't live. Okay. we gotta get the technical difficulties worked out. All right. Hey, Bridget. Hey, Simply Morgans. Hey, y'all. Come into the room. Come into the room, y'all. Okay. So we are back again to talk about lessons in love in relation to the phone calls from prison YouTube channel. Shout out to her. She is keeping everybody on these YouTube streets fed. Hey, Samantha.
Hey, Samantha.
And she is doing the Lord's work with these video calls and phone calls. She's just doing it. So do you want to get it started, Fifi? What you want to start off with first tonight?
Okay, so I want to talk, y'all, let's talk about...
Hey, Cass S. Hayes. Hey, that's our first time catching you ladies live. Good evening. Hey.
Good evening.
Yes.
You called us. Hey.
Yes.
Okay, so what I want to talk about first, y'all, and then we're going to get into the video calls from yesterday. But I was watching YouTube and I came up on this channel called Make It Make Sense.
Shout out to Make It Make Sense
shout
YouTube
out to
channel.
Make It Make Sense.
As well as shout out to Phone Calls from Prison channel, Infamous Sylvia's channel, Grown Woman Vibes. Okay, we didn't gave everybody a shout out. Y'all happy? Okay. Go ahead.
We had a comment, y'all.
Go ahead. Talk about it.
Okay, so so I wanted to touch on what he was talking about in regards to an alleged everything we say
is allegedly, everything we say is allegedly, everything we say is allegedly. Sonya ain't gonna be suing us. And all individuals are innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. Oh yes, and Bougie Gang. Yes, Real Talk Bougie Gang. Shout out to them too. Yeah.
We want to give everybody their props. We're not here to take any shine from anybody, y'all.
And we cite everybody.
So
don't come around here with that.
Somebody.
So. But yes, we're talking about Make It Make Sense YouTube channel. But okay, go ahead.
So Make It Make Sense YouTube channel. Shout out to him. He was on there talking about another alleged victim named Hazel. I know y'all ain't heard about the story. If y'all heard about Hazel, put it in the chat.
Oh yeah, somebody said Chronicle Speaks, Pam Esquire. It's everybody. Everybody we forget. Shout out to you.
Shout out to them.
Because it's so many.
It's so many that's just sharing insight on this story.
Yes.
But he went on to talk about this victim named Hazel, y'all. And how Hazel...
Beautiful woman.
Very
stunning young lady. She's stunning.
Yeah, she's stunning. She's stunning, y'all. Yeah. So if you all have heard, put a yes in the chat. So he went on to talk about where she told a story. He played her live where she told the story of the interaction she had with Ernesto Williams, right? So y'all, when this is over, y'all go watch that on his channel as well. But she told the story and he played it on his channel, how she was alleged, I'm going to say alleged with everything, alleged ex-stripper.
Right, and she's telling her story on her channel, and he played it on his.
Right, and how she was looking for work because she had some health complications, and somebody told her Ernesto was hiring down at the Ernesto barbershop down there on Peachtree and Far. She went down there, and I'm going to go through it real fast. She went down there to have an interview with him, and she went through the process of interviewing with everybody on his staff. Someone by the name of Miss Jones allegedly showed her around, introduced her to everybody. She said the interview was 2 hours. Eventually, Ernesto showed, well, no, let me go back. She said when she walked up to the barbershop, Ernesto was standing outside and he was checking her out and, gawking her like, okay, this fresh meat.
Yes.
So later
hey,
on,
lipstick hustler Lily. Hey.
Hey.
Yes.
So later on, she went in to interview, and later on, Ernesto came in after Miss Jones had showed her around and, gave her the 411 on everything what she would be doing. The interview was 2 hours. So y'all check this out. So Ernesto comes in. He said, hey, let's go downstairs. Let's go to another part of the shop. So
that would have been a red flag for me. I'm sorry to cut you off, Fifi, but I was like, why we got to go downstairs for? To another part of the shop.
So
why can't we stay up here?
So we can watch this training video.
No, baby, we could play it upstairs.
Okay.
We can play it, or you can send me the link to the training video and I can watch. But let me let you finish. But no, we don't need to go downstairs nowhere.
Let me finish.
No.
He said, let's go down to, and if y'all know about the story, put a yes in the chat. He said, let's go down to another part of the barbershop so you can watch this training video. She was like, oh, okay, cool. So Ernesto and Miss Jones was his right-hand person, y'all. He told Hazel, when you see Miss Jones, that's me. When you need anything, you go to Miss Jones because that's me. So Hazel and Miss Jones go down to this other part of the Ernesto barbershop.
Hey, Mbahidi. Hey.
Hey.
She said, greetings, everyone. Hazel's story is probably one of many, and we're going to touch on that, too.
Yes.
Hold that thought. Go ahead, Fifi.
But it's similar to Sonya's story, too. Okay, so Hazel goes down to the other part of the barbershop, right? So she like, okay, so I'm finna sit down. When you interview, you hype. Okay, you ready. So she ready to look at this training video because she said she really needed a job. She had some health complications. She didn't want to be homeless. She had to take care of her babies. She could no longer strip anymore. So she was really desperate, y'all, for this job. And in her story, she told how desperate she was for this job, right? So once again, Ernesto allegedly preying on another person, allegedly. So she
who in the bind,
so
going through something.
She say she looking around, where the video? What we doing? Ernesto say, stand right there. She say, okay. He say, take your clothes off. She say, what? He say, take your clothes off. And she said, well, I didn't think nothing of it because I was a stripper. And I wasn't uncomfortable taking my clothes off.
Right, you comfortable being in the nude. It's not a big deal. And then when you're a stripper and you interview for different positions in different strip clubs, they make you strip.
Right.
It's just a part of the interview.
And so she said, she didn't think nothing of it. Okay, well, I'll take my clothes off. Cool. So she takes everything off, y'all. And this is so, as a woman, I just felt, this just was so like, oh my God. Because we all experience this, right? So he said, take your panties off. Like, what the hell? She said, I'm on my period. She said, I'm on my period. I can't take my panties off. And she said he looked at her and looked at Miss Jones. Now, Miss Jones was down there too, y'all. Y'all go watch Make It Make Sense video. He shows who Mrs. Jones is. As a matter of fact, he shows the whole staff Ernesto had down at that barbershop.
On his channel. He shows the pictures of the staff.
Yes. Go watch his video, y'all. Very interesting. So, she was like, I thought we was coming down here and I was going to look at this training video. And he was like, well, nah, we'll do that later. He was like, all right, cool. Put your clothes on. Let's go. So, she said, okay. So, she left, and she ain't think nothing of it. She left that day, and then so a couple of weeks later, she came back so she can see the training video. So she meet them at the shop again, Miss Jones there and everything. So this time Ernesto say, we going somewhere else for you, for you to look at this video, this training video. Come on, jump in the car.
No, we're not.
He said, come on, jump in the car. I think he said it was Miss Jones' corporate apartment.
Oh,
come on, let's jump in the car. We going to ride to go to Miss Jones' corporate apartment. She was like, what the fuck? But
I would have been
she
like,
said,
no.
I really needed this job. She said, y'all, I was almost homeless.
Wow.
She said, I spent all my last money. Now, she thought she was being hired to be a barber and a stylist. That's what she wanted, to be hired as, a barber and a stylist, because she said she had spent all her money. I'm going to tell y'all, I ain't going to jump ahead. So, he said, come on, let's ride. So they get in they get in this vehicle, ride somewhere off Peachtree, and go to this corporate apartment. She said they walk in, it's a high rise. She said they walk in, the staff at the desk greet Miss Jones, hey, what's up? So she was like, okay, so this cool. Evidently this woman lived here, because they speaking to her, right? Mm-hmm. So she feels like, okay, I might be all right. Go in the apartment. Oh, let me go back, y'all. I missed something. He said another reason why he had this woman stripped the first time is because he said that he was married to some high-profile celebrity, and he had to make sure she did not have a wire on her. That's what it was. That's what he told her.
Were the feds even looking at him and Shirley at that time for that to even make sense?
Y'all, that's what he told.
Really?
That's what he told Hazel. That's why he had her stripped. Well, I'm married to a high-profile celebrity, and I got to make sure you ain't got no wire on you, so you need to strip. Okay, so that's what he told her the first time. So now they're at the apartment, right? So they get in there, Miss Jones there. They all there together. Miss Jones there again. He say, strip and give me your phone. She say,
another red flag.
What the hell? She said, she was like, what the? She said, what kind of? She said, y'all, at this point, I'm in tears. She said, I'm literally in tears, crying. She was like, why you need my phone? He was like, so you can't record anything or take any pictures. And I don't know if your phone is bugged, so we put it in the freezer so it won't detect or pick up anything. So she was like, okay. So she gave him his phone, and she stripped again, y'all.
Wow.
So when she stripped again, she said she had some kind of health complication. I'm not going to go, and y'all go watch the video.
Yeah, Cass said her channel is Yes, I'm Hazel. So
yeah,
check her channel out. Yeah,
and make it make sense. Yeah. I'm not going to go into her health because that's HIPAA, and I don't want to go into that, and it's personal. Mm-hmm. So
and hit the like button. 10 people in the chat, only 5 likes. Hit the like.
And share the live.
Yes.
Thank
you guys. Okay,
appreciate you. So she's in there, right? And she like, okay, I gotta strip again for this. What the hell? So she said she just bust out crying. Y'all, what? I just need a job. I'm just trying to work. I need to feed my kids. And she said she just started boo-hooing and crying. And they looked at her like, this bitch. Miss Jones looked at her. Ernesto looked at her.
Not them looking at her like they agitated because she was crying.
Yes.
Wow.
They were agitated and upset with her. She got away again, so she put her clothes on. He was like, we gonna revisit this shit. We gonna come back to this shit. We gonna revisit this shit.
Ooh.
Okay? We gonna come back to this shit. So she leave that time. So she goes back, y'all, to try to take this training video. She go back down there to the shop.
I hate she went back.
She goes back, y'all. Let me sip.
That is so sad. They could sense the desperation and completely took
They
advantage
preyed
of
on her.
That's so
He
sad.
preyed on
She's
her.
very vulnerable. I hate that for her.
And y'all, this story is allegedly not far-fetched from the things that Ernesto has been allegedly accused of, with the R and antagonizing allegedly his victims.
Because remember when he met Sonya, he told her to go back there in the room and take your clothes off, allegedly.
Yes.
So that's like you said, Fifi, it's not too far-fetched.
It's not too far-fetched. It's not too far-fetched from his character, y'all.
It's definitely plausible. Yeah.
Definitely plausible. Yes. Okay, so y'all, so she goes back to Ernesto's barbershop, and y'all, I was telling Sammy, just to think, I used to pass Ernesto barbershop all the time. I'm always back and forth on Peachtree, going somewhere down there.
You used to see it all the time.
Yeah, I used to see it all the time. So I'm thinking all this was going on. I'm like, right in the city. Mm-hmm. So she goes back, and she's thinking that she's finna watch this video. So Ernesto is there. So he said, come on, ride with me. This time Miss Jones didn't go. He said, come on, ride with me. She said they get in this big old Hummer. Y'all know his Hummer he had. She said they get in this big old Hummer and they go pick up something, and he gets back in the car, and then he tell her to get back in the back seat, and the door is locked. He tell her to take her clothes off again. She like, oh my God, I'm in this man Hummer. I can't get out. The doors are locked. She was like, oh dog, what, what's going on? He say, take your clothes off. She say, why? He say, because we getting ready to F.
Now, I remember on the phone calls with Sonya, he was like, I don't need to take no from nobody. I don't need to take no from nobody. They offer it to me all the time. I don't need to do that. I knew then when he said that didn't sound right. That's spoken like somebody who would allegedly try to force themselves on somebody. That's one of the common phrases they say. I don't need to take nothing from nobody. It's offered all the time.
He told her we getting ready to F. She was like, oh my God, no. She said, I'm still on my cycle. She said, I'm still on my period. He said, ain't no that woman on their period for no 3 weeks. She said, I told you I had health complications. I am. And she said she started crying and was upset. He was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna let you slide this time, but we gonna do this. So anyway, she ended up going back. She said she got back in her car and she never went back. She said she left all of her irons, everything she had spent her last money,
her tools,
on her tubes to get her tubes. She said she left them down there, but she knew somebody that was cousins with somebody that worked down there. And she asked them to get her things. Don't you know them low down dirty people down there in that shop wouldn't let that girl bring Hazel's stuff to her? Told her if she wanted it, she can come get it. And I would have called 911 and when it got my shit.
I know I would have.
It would have been on. It would have been on and up.
Yep.
It would have been on and up.
I'm like, 911, please escort me to get my belongings.
So Hazel never went to the police, y'all. And I guess allegedly he didn't do it. What y'all think? Do y'all think she should have went to the police? I think she should have went. I would have went. I would have went just on the simple fact he kept telling me to take my damn clothes off. That would have been enough for me to call 911. But then again, I think she was kind of embarrassed too.
Yeah. And a lot of times people don't report things like that because they feel embarrassed, like you said. And two, they're concerned that they won't be believed. And a lot of times in our society, we victim blame and we victim shame.
Right.
So I can understand why she probably didn't go. She probably didn't want people to blame her. Yeah. And it's a lot. It's a process to go through things. If you know anyone who's a survivor of that, it can be very traumatizing, just trying to get people to believe you and going through court. And she, already was probably going through enough as is so what it sound like. Yeah. So she probably was just like, I just want to, be done with this. So I don't know. I mean.
Yeah, I think that she kept saying, and all I could hear was, my children. Y'all, I needed to make money for my children. I couldn't strip anymore. She said, this was my chance to do something where, I could be on the right path. And she said, I was just desperate. I just wanted to work and make money. She said, when she went back for the training video, she was like, okay, I got the job. And come to find out, all the time, this man is trying to R her, allegedly, or trying to have sex with her, allegedly. And she just felt like, she felt defeated. Yeah. And not only
that. And traumatized. That's traumatizing.
Yes. Not only that, Miss Jones told her, oh, everybody go through this. This is what we all do. She told her, this is, ain't no big deal.
Where is Miss Jones at?
This is what we all do. Anybody know Miss Jones and where she at and what she does?
Because she need to be called to the forefront too.
Yes.
Because it's giving accomplice.
And he had set it up. Every time he would say something, it was like he was setting it up to implicate Miss Jones had something to do with this. This was all
so
about
she could take the fall.
Yes.
Just like him always having people sign checks for him and sign stuff on his behalf.
Ernesto Ernesto is a piece of work. When I tell you he's cunning, manipulative, we think he's slow. But Ernesto got some demons in him, allegedly. You hear me? It's some stuff about Ernesto that ain't right up here.
Yeah, let's read y'all comments. Okay, so Mbahidi said she went back because she thought she'd been hired and was on the clock.
Yes.
I'm here for the show. She said, hey, I'm here for the show. She said she likes her lip color. Thank you. She also said, I think she should have, but I think she felt shame, right?
She felt shame.
Cass S said she should have gone then and she should go now. I totally understand why she did it, but I'm a bit disappointed that she wouldn't now, considering the charges against him. And Bahita said she blamed herself to some extent.
Yes.
And then Cass S said she's got an Instagram. I'll send it to you if you want.
Okay.
I'm here for the show. Said I think that is his MO. Even with Sonya, she said he just can in the RV and take your clothes off. Yep, we just said that. Yep. He did that to Sonya when he told her to go to the back of the RV and take her clothes off. And she was like, ooh, nobody ever talked to me like that or did me like that before.
Yeah, Sonya thought it was cute.
She thought it was sexy.
But this girl, it was uncomfortable because she was on her period.
And she didn't have that rapport with him.
And she didn't have that rapport with him. And it was embarrassing. She already had stripped. And can you imagine? As women, y'all, I don't need to say that time is a very delicate time anyway for us. And then imagine you're stripping all the way down to your undergarments and whatever you have on for that time of the month. It's embarrassing. It's uncomfortable. It's a natural thing, but we still have feelings about it, right? Mm-hmm. And so for this man to do her like that 3 times and then tell her, ain't nobody on their period for no 3 weeks. Yeah.
It's giving predator allegedly.
Yes,
it's predatory.
Yes, and then he told her, "We gonna come. You gonna get. In other words, you gonna get it up. Okay, you need to get your together because you gonna get it up." And Miss Jones was like, "Everybody go through this. This is what everybody does. Everybody goes through this."
It's just weird and creepy. And then looking at the videos that on Make It Make Sense YouTube channel, he showed like videos of the employees of the barbershop like walking into the barbershop and like doing like a whole like look like a step show presentation for it's real militant. It really kind of was giving like Nation of Islam tease. They had them like walking in front of the customers and everybody lining up in front of the customers and doing they stomp and doing they Ernesto and doing all of that.
Ernesto.
Yeah, it was just weird, like to say the least. It's just like, what is going on here?
I don't know what Ernesto. You know what? And I'm
what in the in the knockoff Nation of Islam is going on? No disrespect to the nation. No disrespect, but
it was like a cult.
That's the correct word to use. It was like a cult.
It was a cult.
Allegedly. It's giving cult vibes. That's a great way to describe it.
Ernesto in his mind was like a gang, allegedly like a gang leader. He thought he had his own little cult, his own little army of people. And it seemed like everybody that really rolled with him was young. It seemed like a bunch of young people that he could bullshit and talk shit to, and be cunning, very cunning. If you ain't sharp, you'll fall for that mess. And y'all, you cannot tell me. There's no way you can tell me that Shirley didn't know something about that. Now, Shirley Money went down there into that barbershop. Y'all know Shirley Money went into there. Y'all know Shirley had something to do with Ernesto getting that barbershop down there. You can't tell me she ain't dry down there in her G-Wagon where she say all dressed up and looking nice and she ain't dry down there in her G-Wagon to see what the hell was going on in that barbershop. If my money is being put somewhere, I'm going to get my little tail in my car and I'm going to go see what the hell going on.
You want to see what's going on with your investment. But
exactly.
And you know what? She probably did go to the barbershop, but they probably weren't doing that when she was there because he was living a double life and he has an image to uphold, especially in front of her. He wants her to see him in a certain light. So maybe when she did go down there, they weren't doing all of that.
And then his little nasty tail sticking his little nasty self everywhere. And ain't no telling what he was bringing back. It's just terrible, y'all. It's just an awful thing. He's a scumbag.
And then Shirley was probably so consumed with what she had going on, too. You just never know. Because like Sonya said on one of the phone calls or her live, there would be times where he wouldn't be home for 3 days at a time. He wouldn't be at home. So, you know, maybe he had that understanding with her. Like, when I'm away, I'm away. I don't know.
Maybe so. Yeah.
Right. Let's see. I'm Here for the Show said that is his way of breaking down their self-confidence and making them subservient to him, just like a pimp. Yeah, it's a mind game.
It's a mind game.
Right. It is. It's a mind game. It is. Getting inside of their head. Cass S said there's a picture of the staff with Shirley and nephew Tommy at the shop.
Ooh,
right.
Is it? So she took a picture with them on that staff that knew what was going on down there with them people.
That's what I'm saying. When she probably came down to the shop, they probably presented themselves a certain kind of way. They're not going to do all of that stuff in front of her, I'm sure. You know? So I'm sure they probably were on their best behavior when she would come and visit, you know?
Y'all, Hazel said when she walked in there, she got the 411. They took her all around. She met everybody. You know, they was letting her know what was going on. And all of the time, they knew what this woman was about to go through, how she was gonna get initiated and groomed. It's a form of grooming.
Right.
He put her through a form of grooming. All that time while she's talking to Miss Jones and she's meeting this staff member and that staff member, they knew that this lady was finna be preyed on by this low-life man. She went in there to get a job.
They were sizing
They
her
were
up.
sizing her up. He was standing outside the barbershop like a pimp. Like a pimp. She said he was upset. She said, I was used to it because men always gawk at me because she's a gorgeous woman, y'all.
Yeah, she's stunning.
Very pretty woman. So she said she didn't think none of it. But then when he came inside, he told her, you know, I'm the owner. And she was like, oh, cool. I know I got the job. Now he the owner. Mm-hmm. Little did she know this man was going to try to get what he can get out of her. And I'm just glad that she was able to get away.
Me too.
And she never went back.
Me too.
She called her mom. She was afraid to tell her mom. She finally told her mom what happened. And she was like, I'm just glad to be away from that. And she never went to the police. My little tail, I would have been calling 911.
Yeah, and if she doesn't want to go to the police now, you know, maybe she could look into, you know, filing a civil suit.
Yes.
Maybe she can look into that if the statute of limitations is up. I mean, I know he didn't necessarily do anything, but it was attempted. You know what I mean? So she may have a case, and it may be worth pursuing, especially everything that's going on now. Let's see. Hey, cousin. Hey, Pauline. Okay. Linda said, hey, Linda. She said, unless Ernesto was a truck driver, he had no business disappearing from his wife days at a time, or if he were in the military. But, yeah.
And she allowed that. Shirley allowed
Sonya
him.
said on her live, he would be away from home 3 days at a time. And she was like, he
Sonya
wasn't
made
with me.
sure she said that.
She made sure she said that. Because basically she was trying to prove her case. Like, their marriage wasn't that serious. It wasn't traditional. Yeah. So it wasn't that big of a deal. She was dealing with him because he was dealing with a bunch of other women too.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay, so what else did you want to get into?
So that's pretty much, I just wanted to know if you all were familiar with the story of Hazel, because her story doesn't sound far-fetched from everybody else's story. And how, you know, how Ernesto...
Hit the like button, guys. We got 20 people in the chat, only 8 likes. Like.
How Ernesto tries to play with the mind. He think he's smart enough and intelligent enough to play in your head.
Yeah.
He thinks Ernesto think he's smart, just like he told Sonya in that video call. Go get my money.
By any
means necessary. If you got to go over there and ask Shirley, whatever you got to tell her to get the money, that's what you do. Okay? So he can try to be persuasive. And I don't know what means he used to be more persuasive, but he allegedly definitely has it in him. And his character. That's why Sonya keeps saying, get so-and-so so they can speak on your character. Get so-and-so so they can speak on your character.
Right.
Go ahead, speak on them.
Yeah, so basically in the latest phone calls from prison videos, what was it? The video phone call, Sonya was wanting Ernesto to get more character witnesses. basically to attest to his character and also to talk about Erica and her character too, because she thinks it's going to strengthen his case. But the people who know him most, do you really think that's going to work? Him getting character witnesses? I mean, look at Dre. Dre knows him almost the longest. And remember, y'all, Dre was the one telling him, he was like, yeah, man, when you get out, we're going to have to take a ride and talk about it and see if you really did it. So to me, I'm like, I don't know if that's a good angle to go with character witnesses.
I don't think
Dre
so.
is not why would Dre say that? And he know you the longest. Right. There should be no doubt in his mind that you didn't do that. And why is he saying we got to take a ride to talk about it? Why?
To talk about it.
And then Daryl went AWOL.
Yeah, Daryl ain't fooling with that mess.
Daryl went ghost.
Right.
Lamont is not around. His son ain't around. What is going on? Let me see. Okay, let me read y'all comments. Linda said, I feel bad for Hazel. Linda said, Ernesto prays and not prays on women. Let me see. Amber Heaty said, I wonder if the prosecution will use Hazel's story to show a pattern of behavior. That would be great if they could.
Because it definitely spots on his behavior and his character.
Right. Let's see. Cass S said, let Sonya roll up in Sheridan's at the house. I don't think that will go well for Sonya.
It won't.
No, it won't. Let's see. Bridget said, these jailbird character witnesses, Lord have mercy.
Yes.
I'm here for the show. Said he really does not want Dre to speak on his character. Yeah, he don't. Because Dre may not say the right thing.
Let him have it.
Dre not going to play along. Clearly, Dre is going to speak the truth. And he's not going to go along with Ernesto. And that's why Ernesto feels some type of way towards Dre. Because he give him the hard, honest truth.
He don't play with him.
He don't play with him. He doesn't pacify him like Sonya. Little mama. Okay, like, share, and describe. Okay, I am convinced now more than ever that Shirley was not aware of some of his movements. It's really sad. It's all going to come out.
Yes.
Let me see. Linda said Sonya might find more than she's looking for running up on Sheridan. Yeah. She don't need to reach out to Sheridan.
Yeah, what's she gonna reach out to Sheridan for? She always talking about Sheridan this, Sheridan that.
She don't want that.
Y'all think somebody mentioned another, like, y'all think Shirley put out a cease and desist on Sonya?
Let's talk about that.
Y'all think Sonya been real quiet?
She has been. I thought it was just because of the video phone calls.
The page is still up. The YouTube is still up.
Yes, Sonya's YouTube page is still up.
But she been quiet.
She's been quiet. Yeah. She hasn't gone live since the 1st of January. So I wonder what's going on.
Yes.
Do you think so? I mean, I don't think that would be too far-fetched if I was Shirley.
From that story Shirley put up, like, nah. Shirley had that look, on that
on her Instagram story.
Yeah. Shirley up to something, y'all. That's a up to something look right there. Okay? Yeah. And I also heard that Drake canceled an interview that he had with Infamous Sylvia. Did y'all hear that? Did he have an interview with Infamous Sylvia?
Why did they say he canceled it?
I don't know. This is just some of the stuff I was reading. Okay, somebody said they were here for the first time. Welcome.
Let me see. I'm here for the show. Said, baby, I think Sheridan is about that life. I do too.
I think so too. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
she a millennial? Is she a millennial?
She is. She would yoke Sonya little self up. No, she don't want that.
That ain't what she wants.
No, she don't want that. They call me Mo. She said she removed a lot of her interviews. However, she did an interview today.
Oh, who she doing interview today with?
They called me Mo. Who did she interview with today?
Okay.
I mean, I know this will probably never happen, but I think that if she should have sat down with anybody, it should have been Pammy Pam. I know Pammy Pam don't want to help her.
Pam don't want nothing to do with it.
I know she don't, but I think she probably would have. She would have been the most beneficial person to sit down and talk with.
What?
Because it looks like the Tasha K interview. I mean, I don't think it did what she wanted it to do.
Wow.
Let me see. Linda said, you would not be getting my phone unless I'm at an interview with a government agency. I'm here for the show. Said, it was not an interview. It was a speech. Peppermint Patty said, Judge Fifi did the interview. Okay.
Wow.
Okay, so let's talk about Infamous Sylvia. Her live on her channel that she did. She talked about Ernesto's bonds.
Yes.
So, okay, talk about that.
Okay, so on Infamous Sylvia, she was talking about the bond. She was talking about that she thinks that his bond is gonna be lower. And she also thinks that some of the charges are gonna be dropped, y'all. What do y'all think about that? Y'all, how y'all feeling about that? Y'all think?
Did she say what specific charges?
She said the one. What was the one with the car? The one with the car where the car was wrecked. And
oh, that's the story she talked about where the car got wrecked and it was the young lady that got jumped.
Yes.
Allegedly, she got jumped by her roommate
yes.
and 7 other women. It was 8 women total that jumped her.
Right.
And that's how the car got wrecked.
That's how the car.
She said she was getting ready to go into her hair appointment, and 8 women, including her roommate that she lived with when she was in Tennessee, they all jumped her.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So he was messing around with that young lady too.
He was messing around with her too.
So did he have something to do with her former roommate and the other women jumping her? Allegedly.
Allegedly. But the reason why
did he set her up to get beat up?
She's gone back to Tennessee, so he can't be indicted. They're looking for her, but allegedly, Infamous Sylvia was saying allegedly that I guess she don't want to be caught up because of the things that she's done as well. Y'all, it's a mess.
So she's allegedly done like some fraud or something, and so she feel like if she gets involved with this court case against him,
shine light on what she's done.
Her illegal activities if they get to digging. Okay.
So the bonds will probably be lower, and he will probably some charges probably will be dropped. But it don't matter. He still got the other stuff going on, y'all.
Right. That's what I'm here for the show said. She said it does not matter. He would still be in jail because he still cannot pay. And then she said even if he gets a lower bond, who's going to pay it?
Yeah.
So it really don't matter. It's basically what it come down to.
It really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter what it comes down to. But listen, y'all. Did you all hear on the video call? When Sonya walked in with her little all black on and her little platinum jacket, as Ernesto called
and her little donut, her little seat pillow.
Her little seat pillow. Poor thing. She got to bring her donut when she come. And she cleaned the phone off, and tell Ernesto 1 minute. 1 minute. And she cleaned how she do it. 1 minute.
Baby, she did. Sonya be like, my man. Wait a minute,
baby. I'm going to get to you.
She be so excited to see this man.
They be like little teenagers,
yes. It's giving teenage love affair. She be so...
And that's the
she be so happy.
He be up there.
How you doing today? You look good. You got your hair done.
What you got going on today?
I like the fingernails.
Oh, them. What did you tell her? Them 40. Them 40 right there.
A mess.
I'm
like, she don't even talk about her kids like this.
No.
That's what be hurting my feelings. She be so excited about this
looking
man.
like a baked potato.
Oh my goodness.
Don't make me laugh. What's wrong with you? Looking like a baked potato.
That is literally the highlight of her day.
I ain't fooling with you.
When she see him, it's like my man. Like all is well in the world. I'm with my man. I'm like, you don't even get this excited about your kids.
And then she walk up to the phone like she thick with it. Sonya be walking up to the phone like she thick with it. You know how we get, y'all. We gonna go on when our man watching us. We get that little twist, and we kind of get with it when we see our man, honey.
She is.
And Sonya walk like she thick with it, like her behind.
That is her man. I don't care what she say. That's her man. She can gaslight us all she wants.
Look at her little behind.
Yes. That's Bae right there.
That's Bae, y'all.
That's Bae right there. I don't care what she say in the line.
Yes.
That is her man.
Y'all,
that's her man. In her
head,
they go together.
When they show when she walk in, that's like the best part of the video. Yes. And he say, what you got going on today? She said, you.
That's her man. Don't play with her.
Do not play with her.
She said, you. That's her man. That is her man. She ain't worried about Shirley. She ain't worried about the other women. That's her man.
That is her man, y'all.
That's my mother man. That's my mother man. That's her man. And she gonna stick beside him. And it just is what it is.
That's that.
She is dedicated to this man. Just watch it. Like, I knew she was dedicated to him, y'all. Like, listening to the phone calls. But now that phone calls from prison has dropped these video calls, you really get to see, like, she is dedicated to him. She is. She is. Yes. So she's really dedicated to him. Yes. Yes. So I'm happy for it. Well, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Let me see. They said I'm hollering. Let me see. Girl, the highlight of her day, 30 minutes down to the jailhouse. She be walking like she got a theme song. Oh my goodness, that's something. Okay, let me see. So yeah, y'all. What does this say? I don't know. She's here. Okay, let me see. This real? Okay. All right. Anything else we wanted to say?
That's it, y'all.
All right, y'all. Oh my goodness.
Let me see. I'm here. What she say?
Walking like a rock in her shoe, Bridget. I'm here for the show. Say if your woman don't love you like Sonya loves you, Ernesto don't F with her. Oh my goodness. So yes, y'all.
Yeah, y'all. So it's just a lot, y'all. It's just a lot. We're going to keep on. We're going to keep on watching. And we're going to keep on giving everybody their props. And, y'all, it's just, I tell you.
And Linda said Miss Jones is probably gone with the wind. That's a good point.
Y'all think, that's what I'm saying. Let's talk about that. Anybody know who Miss Jones is?
If I was, I would be gone too.
Anybody know who she is?
Because that's deep.
Because Make It Make Sense showed a good picture of Miss Jones. Anybody know who she is? Because where she come from and who was she? Was she related to him?
I don't know. I don't know. But that makes me cringe just thinking about that.
Yeah.
That makes me cringe.
Yeah.
It makes me cringe to think about that. So
yeah.
Just to do that to another woman. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I don't know.
It's a lot, y'all.
It just makes me cringe. But
yeah.
Let's see. Oh, thank you. She said, please keep going live. We love your commentary. Somebody said, I don't know. Linda Gibbs said, I love your foundation. What brand is it? What brand is yours? I know mine is Beauty Bakery. I like Beauty Bakery. That's my favorite foundation. But thank you, Linda. So anything else you want to talk about, Fifi?
Talk about the other call, the other video call.
Oh, the other call. Okay, so the other call that phone calls from prison dropped, where she talked about how Sonya said that she was YouTube famous. And shout outs to Grown Woman Vibes. She was talking about Grown Woman's Vibes channel. I guess that was the video where Grown Woman Vibes was like going through her family, like her mom, her sister, her brothers, their Facebook pages. And she was like showing what they look like and playing like the she basically was playing Grown Woman Vibes video talking about her and her family. And she was talking about how she was allegedly going to sue Grown Woman Vibes. What do you think about that?
They keep harping on Grown Woman Vibes, and she's doing everything that everybody else is doing. I don't know why Sonya is so big on Grown Woman Vibes. I think she's doing a good job. I mean, she's just doing everything that everybody else is doing, just talking about the case.
But do you really think she's going to sue her,
no.
allegedly?
Why would she ain't even got no money to get Ernesto no attorney.
Well, you know, Ernesto said in that phone call, he said that, you know, they were getting ready to sue on his behalf, like the phone company for leaking their phone calls, making them public. And he also said that she could find an attorney that would basically initially do it for free. Like she didn't have to put any money down if they thought that the case, that they could win the case, the lawsuit case. And remember, that's when he was telling her, he was like, you need to go to somebody that's white.
He did tell her that.
And she was like, yeah, I need to go to somebody that's white. She was like, yeah, I need to find a white attorney for the lawsuit. And he was like, yeah, they'll pick it up for free, especially if they think they can win
But
the
the way Ernesto talking, he talking like he gonna sue everybody that's mentioned his name.
Yeah.
He's gonna sue everybody. So I think they worried about the wrong thing. I think they should just focus on his case.
Well, Sonya says she mentioned in that call she getting ready to sue the bloggers. And Ernesto is suing the phone call company.
I think
we'll see.
I think
we'll see.
I think he just.
But I thought that was very interesting. Very, very interesting when they said that. Like, okay, maybe they was just talking. What you think?
I think they was just talking. I don't think they're gonna do that. I really don't. I don't think they're gonna do that. I think they was. I doubt it too, Bridget.
Yeah,
I doubt it. I really doubt it. But I do want Hazel to go ahead and do what she need to do.
Me too.
Yeah, I really do. I would love for her not to let him get away with what he did, because that was just terrible.
Yeah,
y'all.
that hurt my heart.
Yeah, that was just terrible.
Yeah, I definitely could empathize. Let me see. Linda said Shirley should have had some type of vibe about what was going on.
She should have, but she didn't. Well, I'm sure she did, but she just didn't say anything about it. I'm sure she did, y'all. I'm sure Shirley knew. Shirley probably know more than what we think she knows.
Really?
Yeah. She probably knows more than what we think she knows. So.
Well, I don't think she should say nothing now. She should consult with her attorney if that is the case.
Yeah,
she knows more.
If she knows more.
And she needs to comply if, the court reaches out to her to talk about anything. But they're married. So she can't testify against him, though.
No, she can't testify against him because they are married.
Even if she does know anything. So we'll see. Let's see. Hey, the Vanity Chronicle. She said, hey, ladies, as per the both of them, they are always going to do something and get nothing done. No money, no resources. Just
they just be talking.
Because she was really fired up at grown woman vibes. She was really upset.
Now we really can see her face expression, and it really shows her true side of everything. And it really shows that she said she wasn't feeling Ernesto. It was over with back in July. But these video visits tell a different story. She is all into Ernesto. You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. She is all into him. We need moderators.
Yes, we got these weirdos in the chat, y'all. I'm having to time them out. I have to make moderators. But yes. Okay. Anything else that we wanted to touch on, y'all? Anything else? So I wonder why Dre canceled the interview, allegedly, if he's not doing it with Infamous Sylvia.
Because Dre don't want to be bothered with all that foolishness. Dre don't want to be... Y'all look. Dre just want to get on his truck.
I was kind of looking forward to him doing an interview. I'm not going to lie, y'all.
Dre seemed to me like... He seems like an alpha male that just want to take care of his family, make his money. He ain't got time. He ain't did that, been there, did that mess, been on lockdown with Nesto and all that foolishness. Dre has came out back into society, and he don't want to deal with none of this mess. He too old, and Ernesto is too old for that foolishness too. Dre do not want no parts of dealing with what Ernesto got going on. You can tell when he talk to Ernesto, he instantly get, well, yeah, what is it? Hey, Ernesto. Hey, Ernesto.
He want to get to the point.
Yes. He irritated by all this foolishness. Dre thinking in his mind, man, you had a good wife that had something going for her. And you out here in the streets with these women doing God knows what.
And messed it up.
That's what Dre thinking. Dre thinking, man, you had a chance to get it right. And you still be asking with this foolishness. I ain't got nothing to say to you, Nesto. Dre don't want no part of this.
And I think also because Dre know that Nesto can be full of ish sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that's a part of it too.
Yes.
Because he knows him. He knows him.
He know, like he told him, I don't know if you ain't done all of it, but you ain't done something, or them folk wouldn't have you down there.
Right.
He told him that.
Right.
He told him them people wouldn't have you down there. So I don't know what exactly Dre know, about Ernesto's character, but he ain't really trying to. He don't want to be bothered with none of that.
I don't think so either.
He don't want to be bothered with none of it. I think.
Well, maybe he'll change his mind though, because I would like to see an interview with him.
Okay, we have 26 people in the chat
and 9 likes. Yes, y'all, please like, and subscribe. Yes, Peppermint Pat. Simply Morgan said, "I don't blame Dre." Peppermint Patty said, "I don't blame him either, but I would have liked to hear from him." Yeah, me too.
I would have liked to hear from him too, but I think he just, and he may say something, when it's time. But I don't know, since Sonya done all these videos, they got Sonya videos out there, and Sonya talking stuff. Sonya talk mad stuff, like she really gonna handle some business. Y'all name one thing that Sonya has done to get Ernesto closer to getting out. Name one thing, or getting an attorney, or getting bond. Nothing. She just be talking.
Yeah, it seems like mainly she just staying on top of providing him with updates. As far as like motions or court dates or we're getting a warrant, getting stuff like that. But other than that, nothing and like really tangible. She wanna go on
I want to go on talk shows, and I just want to get your case out there. I just want to talk about your case. You just want to go out and talk about stuff that make you look good for your significance. She ain't really studying about what Ernesto got going on. She just like the attention. Sonya loves the attention. That's what it's all about now.
Yeah.
The only thing that's gonna help Ernesto at this point is, this is what he needs.
He did do that on the video phone call. Yes. He did. He said, "I'm worried about this." We was talking to Sonya.
Yes.
I'm laughing at you doing
this
that.
This what Nesto know what's up.
And he did do this on the video phone calls. He was motioning like this. Yeah.
Money talk and.
Wow. Yes. We gotta be mindful of the cussing on the live.
Okay. We don't want to get striked.
We don't want to get striked, so we gotta be careful with the cussing. Yes. Let me see. Tracy said, "Good evening, beautiful ladies. Happy Saturday."
Evening.
Hey, good evening.
Hey.
Lenny said, Sonya was making threats. Remember, she said to Ernesto, did he want her to slap Shirley? Yes. I forgot about that. Now, what is she doing? Now, who's she gonna slap? No.
Sonya's talking about she just out of pocket.
Sonya, you gotta relax.
Sonya is out of pocket.
She shouldn't be doing that. She shouldn't be saying that either.
She out of pocket.
That's too much.
And she gonna keep on messing with that lady. And that lady, if she ain't already put a cease and desist against her.
Yeah, you taking it too far.
She going too far.
That's too far.
Shirley ain't bothering them.
She not.
You got the man. And why is it when the side chick...
She just minding her business, listening to the calls like everybody else.
Why is it when the side chick thinks she got the man, she still want to antagonize the wife? I don't get that. Go on. She ain't messing with y'all. She don't want that man. Go on somewhere with that. But Sonya is immature, y'all. For a 55-year-old, somebody said that. I think they said that on she has Arrested Development. For a 55-year-old, she's real immature and she's ignorant. Some of the stuff she says, these females, they just mad because I look good. If I look anything like Erica, they wouldn't care. Mm-hmm. Erica look like name calling and insecurities of who she look better than me, I look better than her, and my hair is long. That stuff we did in high school. What 50+ woman talks like that?
It's a good point.
That we did that in high school, girl. My hair on my shoulder. It's in the middle of my bag. Don't nobody care about that when you 50. You thinking somewhere about getting your pension and going laying on the beach with a margarita. You don't care nothing about that mess in your 50s? Come on now. I'm like, she 55, 56?
And I don't think she realized that the same way she's upset with people on YouTube for talking about her physical appearance, she's doing the same thing to Erica.
Yes.
She doesn't realize
that. She doesn't realize
that. The same way she feels like people are picking on her, she's doing the same to other women.
Yes. And she keeps talking about Erica and talking about Erica this and Erica did this and Erica that. Ernesto don't see a word. On them calls, Ernesto be like,
because he know you got to be very careful. You got to be careful.
She just be talking.
You got to be careful what you say. Yeah.
She talks so much, y'all. She talks so much, and she don't be talking about nothing. She don't be on the visits. All they be talking about is her what she gonna do to somebody, and her dream of going on somebody's talk show to talk about his case. Ain't nothing moving and shaking until this calm.
Yeah.
So he going back on the 3rd. He gonna have a bond hearing on the 3rd, and then he got a court date on the 25th. So we gonna see what's gonna happen, y'all.
Was it the 2nd or the 3rd?
I think it's the 2nd. February.
The 2nd?
Oh, it's the 5th, y'all. What day is it?
It's coming up.
It's coming up. He going back for it to see if he can get his bond lowered, and they saying it possibly it will be lowered. Let me see.
So if that means, okay, CashApp said the 5th. So if it does get lowered, he just got to line somebody up. They got the funds.
Yeah.
We'll see. Let's read y'all comments. Okay, like, share. She said she's very insecure. Simply Morgan said she's very immature and extremely vain. The Vanity Chronicle said Sonya is very immature, insecure, and ignorant. She has an issue because Shirley is successful and unbothered. Her and Shirley are not the same realm. Sonya is for the streets, period. Okay.
And then y'all remember when she was talking about Shirley and her money. Somebody said Shirley had money. And she was like, that's not nice to say he was only with Shirley because of money. Because money come and go. And that's not nice to say he was only... Yeah, she was feeling some type of way because they was telling her, Shirley got the money. You ain't got nothing.
Well, now, remember on this last video phone call, they brought that up too. And she was saying how Shirley was basically she was basically insinuating that Shirley was trying to keep up with the Joneses, with everybody in the room at work, and she really didn't have the funds like that, and then she needed to stay on her level.
And how does she know that?
And stop trying to act like she had more money than what she had. And that's when Ernesto was like, when I got with them folks, they didn't have no money like that. I had to check. I just never said anything about it, but I had to check.
Oh, so he had the money.
That's what he said on the video call. He said, I'm the one that had to check.
And that's
not them folk. When we first got together, he said, I just never said anything. But them folk, they didn't have money like that.
Really?
They didn't have nothing to lose.
Really? So Ernesto had the money when they got together. What he said. Allegedly.
So
and Shirley didn't have no money because her money was all tied up in other stuff, and she was mismanaging her money.
Right. And she was just putting on like she had, according to Ernesto, allegedly.
And we know
that's what Ernesto said.
Half of what he said.
Well, that's what he said. He said he had to check. But I'm like, you were allegedly robbing Peter to pay Paul to get the money to have a check. You were getting it from other people. Other women.
Yeah. And then how does she know?
So I'm like,
that
don't make sense. You robbing Peter to pay Paul to get the money to have the said check. So you really didn't have it like that either. So you were finessing.
So now Sonya, he had said that so much. Sonya feels comfortable about speaking on this lady finances.
Right.
Now first, remember when she was saying she needs to get you an attorney. That's your wife. She's responsible for you. But now you saying she ain't got no money and she needs to stop fronting out in these streets.
Right.
So which one is it, Sonya? Which one is?
He said he said when they got together, she did not have it like that. He had to check. He said that on that video call, the last one from phone calls from prison. He said he had it, not her. Okay. Let's see. Cass S said, LOL, if he had the money, then why can't he keep money on his own books? And why he dry begging? He needs to stop. Oh, Cass S, so you remember when Sonya went live, she said that they froze his account so he couldn't access his money.
Y'all believe he got some money?
Sonya said on one of her lives, she said allegedly, had the authorities not frozen Ernesto's account and assets, he would be able to fight his case. And that's why they did it. Because they knew that if they hadn't done that, then he would be able to fight the case. That's what Sonya said allegedly on one of her lives.
Yeah, she lied.
That's what she said.
Exactly.
They asked her that. They asked her that on one of her lives. Like, why can't he, put money up for his attorney?
Exactly, y'all.
That's what she said. Because remember they feel like allegedly Roswell PD is coming after him. So
and she keeps on talking about them, talking about that they didn't handle his cases right. But somebody made a point. I saw a comment where they said that Roswell police picked him up, charged him, did the warrant, and they turned everything they had over to Fulton County.
Yeah.
Okay. So something, they must have did something right. Whatever he did allegedly, they got something, because they moving mighty slow. They trying to get people, I guess they trying to get people to come forth. And what's the thing with Sonya talking about? She gonna go find out, check out the witness's character. She's gonna go ask people about
I think
their
she playing
character.
with fire. She
What
shouldn't
is
do that.
wrong with her?
She shouldn't do that for their safety and hers. I think she's doing too much. I don't think that's smart.
Yes.
She needs to leave. That's what she got the PI for. The PI can do that.
Yes.
Yeah, she going too far.
What is up with her talking about going to check on somebody's character?
That's a no-no.
The witness's character.
No.
Y'all, she's a piece of work.
She's
a piece of work. And she running around this city. She running around this city. You know, talking about she gonna check this person, she gonna check that person. You know, so she doing a lot. Little mama doing a lot, y'all. She's doing a lot, and
she just need to back up.
She need to back up, slow
her
roll.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
It's really not.
Especially since everybody know who she is now and see her, and you know, if I was her, I would pull out. It's time to pull out, Sonya. Yeah. It's time to pull out and go on back to Florida. Leave it alone. Sometimes you just gotta know when to hold them and know when to fold.
Save yourself. If she's smart as she says she is, girl, save yourself.
Yes.
Save yourself.
She don't have no PI. She got mad. She say her PI name is Juan. She does have a PI.
Well, let Juan handle it.
And you bees don't know what y'all talking about. His name is Juan. That's what she said.
Use your brain, girl. Use your brain.
Y'all. So I don't know. You know, Sonya said that in 2024 when she did her live, I want this to stop. This needs to go away. Shout out to phone calls from prison. We giving her props. Shout out to her. She keep dropping the calls, keep dropping the videos. It ain't going away. I'm telling you, y'all, this better than all my children from back in the day. Okay?
And like that last phone call
Thank
that dropped
you.
from phone calls from prison. Ernesto said, your life is a reality show. And she's like,
yes,
yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Yes.
She said it's a reality show.
It's a reality show.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And everybody is watching. Everybody is watching. And everybody's watching more so because of Shirley, which Sonya keeps downplaying. Nobody knew Shirley. Nobody knows Shirley. But, y'all, I take that back because you know what? Let's go back to Hazel. And I think it's due to an age thing, too. I think it's due to a generation thing. Because Hazel said once she got home the second time, she Googled Shirley to see who she was. And she said, I don't know this lady. He act like he was married to a celebrity.
Royalty,
yeah. Royalty. Mm-hmm. I don't know this woman. She said that made her even more madder. But she's young, so she probably didn't know Shirley.
Yeah, I think it's a generational thing.
It's a generational thing.
Some know and some don't.
Right, because she's on an R&B. She's been on R&B stations, y'all. Mm-hmm. She's been on all R&B stations. It's not like she's been on any hip hop stations or anything. She's been on all R&B stations. Mm-hmm. So she probably didn't know who Shirley was. But I don't like the fact that Sonya keeps downplaying Shirley's legacy. You know, like, you know, she's just, you know, she just got her job at the radio station and she only popular because of Steve. When nobody even known about her. You know, it's like she is so envious and jealous of Shirley.
It's to even the playing field.
Yes, it's to even the playing field.
So
to be on Shirley's level. Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yes. Let's see, remember when Jesse and Angie. Oh, yeah, on All My Children. Yes, Cash, you remember All My Children. Yes.
That's what it is.
Yes.
Let's see. The Vanity Chronicle said, like, Sonya got what she wants. She said in the call, she's YouTube famous. Right. Her and Nessa are the same haters that want clout. Peppermint Patty said, I used to listen to her on my way to work every day.
Yes, I used to listen to her when she was on WGCI in Chicago. I've been listening to Shirley for years. Mm-hmm. Yes, and that's why she said, this is not my life.
Right.
This is not my... But you married... And here's the thing when she said that. In a way, I was like, but Shirley, when you married this man, they said that 5 months later, allegedly he was locked up after they got married. He went to jail. She said, I knew about your background, but I thought you had changed. But then she marries him, and then he ends up going to jail. So at that point, we talked about that on our last live. You got to know, as a lesson in love, you got to know when to leave. So you just continue to stay with this man during this 8-year period while he's in and out of jail. In and out, in and out. At what point does something go, cling? And then not only that, y'all ain't got a decent place to stay. Y'all ain't even got a place to stay, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? So, what's the deal all of a sudden? This is not my life. You have an epiphany. This is not my life. Yeah. I can't do this anymore.
And I guess that's what it took.
Yeah, I guess that's what it took.
You know, see things for what they really are.
Yes.
Taking off those rose-colored glasses.
Yes.
So maybe
it took
that's,
her a while.
That's the lesson tonight. Looking at things for what they are and not for what we want them to be.
That's the lesson
and
of
making
love.
peace with it.
Yep. We always like to take away a lesson of love in our videos. We come on and we talk about what's going on and we kiki a little bit about it. But y'all, this is serious. This is a serious thing. Yeah. And as we see more victims allegedly come out, and it gets to be serious, you know. We see people who are being preyed on and people who are being humiliated and groomed, and y'all, this is just an awful thing. And probably if one comes out, then it's probably gonna help another one to come out and another one allegedly to come out.
So
give them the courage, you know, to come out, you know. And it's just a sad thing. This whole situation is just so sad. And I know Shirley don't want to be attached to it or affiliated with it, but she is. Yeah. She is. Unfortunately, she is. Yeah. She is. And it took somebody down there at her job to tell her that, you know, you can't be going on with this foolishness. You got to leave that man alone. You got some decisions to make. Right. And that's when the phone call came, you know, when she had to tell him, you know, I'm done with you. She sent a message in a bottle, baby. Sent a message in a bottle. Yes. And told him it was over, y'all. Yes. It was over.
My friend Patty said, scary to know these kinds of people are all around us.
Yes. Yeah. And right here in the city. I don't know how many of you are here in the Atlanta area.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. The places that, some of the places Ernesto been around here, y'all. I've been down there on Bennett Street. You know, it's businesses down there. It's restaurants down there. You know, I go to the city and eat all the time. Like I said, I passed this barber shop. For years, it sat right there. And I told Sammy, I used to say, oh, that's Shirley Strawberry husband's place of business. I was like, oh, cool. She got her a businessman.
Right. You're on the outside looking
when
in.
You're
things
on the
aren't what they appear
outside
to be.
looking in.
Yeah.
Things aren't what they appear to be. That's why you should never
be envious
of anybody or what they have, because you never know, y'all. You never know. I passed that shop many a days and seen cars parked out there many of days and thought, oh, cool, and y'all, it was nice on the outside. You hear me? Had windows from here, from the top to the bottom. It was nice. It was really nice. And you know, you just never know. Yeah. You just never know.
You never know. So those are the lessons in love.
Lessons in love.
Yes, y'all. But yes, y'all. Okay.
We ain't gonna hold y'all long.
We ain't gonna hold y'all long, but we had to come and talk about those latest 2 videos that dropped from folk offs from prison, and Yes, I'm Hazel, and Make It Make Sense, and all those people that we shout out at the very beginning of our video. So yeah, y'all. On that note, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for the evening. But thank you guys so much for joining us. We have 34 people in the chat now, only 17 likes. Y'all hit the like button. It's free. Even the trolls, y'all hit the like button.
And
like, and
subscribe.
subscribe. And as always, we appreciate you
We
guys
really do.
for taking the time out to watch us. You could be doing anything
We're
with
grateful.
your precious
Thank you.
time, but you're taking the time out to watch us. So we're grateful. We're appreciative, and we always are grateful for the feedback. Until next time.
In the
comments. We love it all. Good, bad,
we
whatever.
answer all our comments.
Yes.
We read all our comments, and we really appreciate you. I can't say it enough how our platform has really grown, and we appreciate all our new subscribers.
And it's fun.
It's fun, and we like interacting, engaging with you all, going live, talking to you all, giving our perspective. This is a safe place to voice your opinion. Mm-hmm. Over here, we like your insight. And we like learning from you all. A lot of times in the comments, you all will put things in the comments that I wasn't aware of, and I'd be like, "What?
Neither
really?"
was I. We learned something from you all.
We learned something from you all by interacting. So keep commenting, keep interacting with us. Tell somebody about our page. So they can subscribe to the page, so this is just a good time, informative time, but this topic is more serious than what we really think it is, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yep. So on that note, y'all, I'm Sammy Nicole. This is my beautiful mother, Fifi. We are the dynamic mother-daughter duo, the only dynamic mother-daughter duo here on YouTube. And yeah, keep watching. We appreciate you guys, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.